Jaxson Smith-Njigba. 8 catches, 167 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That was one. This is the other. It's a long completion anyway from Sam Darnold. 56-yard gain down inside the red zone. 2 plays later, this is the other. JSN surpassing DK Metcalf for the Seahawks single-season receiving yards total with 6 games to go. 30-24. Seattle is now 8-3 on the season.
That's a good bounce-back game for Sam Darnold, to be quite honest.
Big time. And
yes.
He's got a stud receiver there in Jaxson Smith-Njigba. We got a stud coach here in studio, Herm Edwards, with us. The best part of our NFL Sundays here at ESPN. We got a great game going down to the wire in Dallas. We had a very intriguing game in the AFC, Coach, to start the day. The Colts coming off the bye week, taking on Patrick Mahomes and a Chiefs team that began the day, Coach, outside the playoff picture to begin. And not a great start again for Patrick Mahomes.
No, but the Chiefs they're in playoff mode right now. They understand that their margin of error is very slim. They have to win 10 games. They know that. This is a home game against a Colt team that has been very good this year. But this was a must-win for the Chiefs. They got to win these games at home if they're going to advance to get into this playoff round.
Indy would take advantage of the turnover, the touchdown to Michael Pittman. It was 7-0, 9 minutes to go. KC was down 20-9, and then Kareem Hunt takes it in. And then 20 seconds to go, a chance to win it. Mahomes always comes through here, Coach, but not this time.
Not this time, and it looked like all of a sudden this game might get away from the Chiefs, but they kept it right in view of, you know what, they haven't won a lot of one-score games this year. Won a bunch of them last year. 12 of them, I do believe. This year have not.
And Indianapolis has figured out ways to win those games, but there's Mahomes to Xavier Worthy, 30-yard pickup, and then 2 minutes to go in overtime. Harrison Butker, 27-yard field goal. Kansas City is victorious to get to 6-5, 23-20.
Rasheed, backs against the wall in the fourth quarter, down by 11 points, season on the line, and you come up huge. How did that feel?
It felt great just to be able to fight through a full game, 4 quarters with my brothers, be able to compete with our back against the wall, all the odds against us, but we finished strong.
Yeah, I mean, we've been in these games. All 5 of our losses, I felt like these games where there was plays here and there that we didn't make, and we could have won all of them, and we didn't. And until you prove it, you can talk about it all day, but until you prove it, it's not going to happen. And so we were able to prove that we can win a game like this, where it's not always going great, where multiple guys got to step up, and then you can make the big plays in the big moments, and I thought our guys did that. So hopefully we can build off that as we go through the rest of the season.
What's it like to have Patrick Mahomes in the huddle in those moments with a chance to win it at the end of the game and then in overtime?
Oh, man, you just believe. You just believe every snap.
No, it's the best, man. He's our fearless leader, man. That guy's the most competitive human being I know, and we love him for how he leads this team, both on the field and practice throughout the week. And right now, man, it's he's leading us into victory, man. It's the best.
Well done by Travis Kelce. You can never count out the Chiefs as they make their first double-digit fourth-quarter comeback since Super Bowl 54 against the 49ers. Mahomes 28-32 when trailing in the fourth quarter. It may not sound great, but that's the best record by any starting quarterback of all time. Coach, it's a Chiefs team off consecutive losses to the Bills and the Broncos. A case could be made they saved their season today. What was most impressive about the way they did it?
Well, they got back to hitting some explosive plays. They had 9 plays over 15 yards or more. And that's kind of the Chiefs' MO offensively, when they can make the big play. And when you think about this football team, a lot of pride. This team is a team, when you think about it, in the last 3 or 4 seasons, they've played a lot of extra football games. This was a weary team. Because when you play somebody, think of it this way. Everyone says, we're playing the Super Bowl champs. Everyone gets excited about playing you. That becomes a burden 3 or 4 years down the road. You play extra games, everyone gets up, they're gonna play their best game against the Chiefs. They were feeling that. They lost a lot of one-score games this year, and they finally won one.
The Colts are still in the driver's seat in the AFC South. But they're 2-3 on the road, and they really missed out on a golden opportunity today to make a statement in Kansas City against the Chiefs. What's your takeaway there?
Well, the Colts are still a good team. You know, what impressed me about the Colts is this so far. When they got beat up against the Pittsburgh Steelers, I was wondering, is that it? Are they done now? They came back the next week and won. So, you know, they lose a tough game in Arrowhead to a team that was 5-5 that really needed to win this game at home badly. So when you think about the Colts, they're still hanging around. They're still in playoff contention. They're fine. But they can't lose another one next week. They got to win a game. You can't start losing 2 in a row when you're trying to make the playoffs.
And for the Chiefs, as we've pointed out, they desperately needed this one today, and they get it in come-from-behind fashion. Meantime, Giants and Lions and Detroit just 2-3 since the 4-1 start. Of course, the Giants without Jackson protocol. Jameis Winston got the start. Coach, how about the play? Gunnar Olszewski to Jameis.
The Jameis famous, I'm going to straight arm you, run for a touchdown, Winston. How about that score? Had a little flip of the ball, too.
A little stiff arm at the end.
Oh, boy. You got to love this Giant team. They haven't won a lot of games, but they've been competitive every week. You know, they haven't given up. They've been and had a chance to beat the Lions, to be quite honest.
They were up 10 in the fourth quarter, and then Jahmyr Gibbs breaks free.
I mean, this is speed. I mean, this is just speed. Look, this guy is something now.
Cut the lead to 3. Under a minute to go, Jake Bates, 59-yard field goal, and Coach.
Yeah.
Like he kept it in the fairway, right?
Yeah, just kind of like that power fade you hit. Just keep it in the fairway.
Opening play for the
This
Lions
right here.
in overtime.
They didn't pull his flag. If he were playing flag football, they didn't pull his flag.
Didn't touch him.
No, they didn't come close to him. Wow.
He had 219 yards, did Gibbs, and then the Giants, of course, get the ball back.
Yes.
And Winston gobbled up by Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah.
And that's how it ends for Detroit. The Giants let one get away, and Detroit, a big comeback.
That's our guys, right? I mean, that's the core of our group here. That's why we have the guys that we have, because they are resilient. And even when we're off just a little bit, you know, when we need it most, those guys can resort back to their training, man, just stay in the moment, and man, you're about to get my best rep, you know, and it's competitive, and they believe they can will it to happen, and they make plays, man, and no different than what Hutch did there at the end of the game. That was a huge fourth down when we needed it. So that's our guys, man. I trust our guys.
We are desperate for a win. That's one of the things I was echoing in the locker room. Let's be desperate for a victory. This is one of the best teams in the NFL. You know, we came here on a mission, and we didn't complete that mission. So we have to find a way, and whatever it takes, we're willing and able to do it.
Well, this game had the full Jameis Winston experience. He became the second player in NFL history with 300 passing yards and 25 receiving yards. Would you imagine that Tom Brady would be the other?
Captain America. How about that?
I guess if it's going to be anybody, it's likely to be Tom Brady.
Yes.
Jameis played well for the Giants on the short end once again. Meantime, desperate times for the 4-6 Minnesota Vikings. Essentially a must-win game against Green Bay today. And in a must-win game, you can't have any miscues like Miles Price has here, Coach.
This is not good against the Green Bay Packers.
Special teams sets up a 1st and goal, and then Emmanuel Wilson's going to barge in.
These division games are always tough. You know, they're slugfest. But now the Packers have a lead here, 17-6.
And they've got a stud in Micah Parsons, who is a disruptor. One of 2 sacks he had in this game. Green Bay wins 23-6. Parsons post-game with our Lindsay Theory.